Hello, I'm very happy to come to you at this moment. I also want to talk about the Fix the Country demonstration. Youth of this country, 1 year during the holiday. I'm very proud of the youth of this country for their boldness in coming out of their shells to demonstrate, to let the leadership of this country to know that things are not going on well. I'm very happy. I'm really happy. I'm very proud of them. And also, I encourage the youth of this country to keep on being citizens of this nation and not spectators to be taken for granted. Because Ghana is a great nation. Ghana is a nation that we all have to be proud of and to work together to build it to become one of the greatest nations in the world. Intimate and live our lives anyhow. It's very sad when you see things, the way things are going these days. Values are broken down. Policies and procedures are not being followed. Laws are not being followed. We have one of the best laws in this country, but the laws are not being followed. The reason is that leadership cannot follow the laws, and because of that, they don't have the guts to implement the law because they themselves cannot follow the laws. Akoye bibia wo say emra enye adwuma wo my way. That cannot continue, because if it continues like this, then we will live our life like we are in the jungle. But I think there should be a stop somewhere. Recently, I also heard about the health minister signing contracts that has not gone through the necessary approval. And the excuse that was given was that people were dying and there was pressure on him, and because of that, just a far back door nonsense is a contract which, without passing through or going through the necessary procedures. And it's true that people are dying, and it's true that a single soul, a single person should not be allowed to die in this country, useless death. And I'm very happy he said that he has to take that decision to sign contracts because people were dying. That is not a good excuse. That is not a good excuse at all for you to be signing a contract, because that contract could kill more people if we get it wrong. If we don't get things right, more people could have died. But that is not the issue. My issue is about 2,500 people have died from January to date from road accidents. That has not pushed the health minister to do anything about it. 800 people have died from COVID from a period of about 1 year, and the health minister is confused. 2,500 people have died from accidents, and the same health minister is not confused. I'm getting confused myself, because what is the difference between the death of 2,500 people whose death is not causing any concern to anybody in this nation, but 800 people die within a year, and that has become a concern for people to sign contracts without going through the necessary procedures? Same way is not accepted. If there is any sanction that needs to be, if the health minister will have to go through the necessary sanction. He should go through the necessary sanctions. These are the things that has made this country ungovernable. Somebody does the wrong thing. He's a big man, he's a minister, he's a friend of the president, he's a friend of a head of institution, and the person will have to go scot-free saying, I erred, or I'm sorry. Then the person will go scot-free. An innocent person or somebody will just go and steal a fowl, and the person is thrown to jail. This is not acceptable. And these are some of the things that we say the country must be fixed. The 2,000 people, 2,500 people that have died in this country out of road accident within a period of less than 6 months. Who is finding solution to these people? Are they not Ghanaians? Why is it that these people are dying and nobody is doing anything about it? Then somebody comes to tell me that 800 people have died from another angle of health, and that is a concern of signing contracts without following procedures. This is totally unacceptable. This is totally unacceptable. If an officer does this, he will be sanctioned, but because he's a minister, he will say, I erred, I'm sorry, and he will go scot-free. This is totally not acceptable. This is totally not acceptable. Look at the number of people who are dying on our roads and nobody is doing anything about it. One single soul should not die a useless death. If the health minister is so concerned about people dying from COVID, and because of that he has to sign contracts without following procedures, what about the number of people that are dying in Kolebu, the number of people that are dying in our hospitals and clinics due to negligence? Due to the negligence of staff, due to negligence of doctors, due to negligence of nurses. Has he done anything about that, about those things, those deaths? This country is sick. This country is sick, and this country needs to be fixed. And that's why I'm very proud of the youth of this country, that they have stand up to fight for their right. They cannot continue to struggle like this for few people to enjoy. It's totally not acceptable. It's totally not acceptable. It's totally not acceptable. It's totally not acceptable. Look at our roads. We were told a year of roads. Look at what we are seeing. The whole country is smelling because nobody. The laws of this land is not working. The laws of Ghana, because the minister or the big man or the leaders of this country don't want to follow rules and regulations. They are not law abiding. On the road, they will not fix the road. But when they are coming, they want to break the rules and just blow the alarm that everyone should give us way. But the best thing for them to do is to build proper roads so that everybody will be able to go through smoothly. They don't pass through traffic, so they don't see the need to fix the country. Mr. President, you are sleeping. The promise you gave to Ghanaians, you have failed them. Let's stop hiding behind COVID and giving excuses. COVID is COVID, but people are still living well somewhere in the world. When you leave the shores of this nation, you see the benefit of wisdom. Nyansa, unyansa, and who emphasis when you leave this country, where systems are working, where the big man, the leaders are following rules and regulation. If the big man is following rules and regulations, who can decide not to follow? Until the leadership of this land decide to follow rules and regulations and become law-abiding, this nation will go nowhere. This nation will go nowhere. This nation, our schools, are not in good condition. No wonder most ministers and leaders of this nation, the children are not in the schools. If your child is not in the school and you tell me to go, my child to go to the school, it tells you know what you are doing. This is totally unacceptable. You have all the resources to build good health services, good hospitals, good clinics. But you decide to mismanage resources in this country. No wonder when you are sick, you are the first to jump into the next flight to go to places where they have used their minds, where they have applied wisdom, where they have built proper hospitals, where they have put in place proper health systems. You go there to take care of yourself. What about the masses in the country who cannot afford a flight to go to a hospital outside? We have all the money, we have oil, we have gold, we have all this afforestation, we have good lands, and the most important thing, we have people who are willing to work, good human resource. You don't have to go to university before you can do a good job. There are jobs you need to go to university. There are jobs you need to train people and start working and earn money. There are Ghanaians who leave the shores of this nation without any qualification. They go outside, they are trained, and the country benefits from their human resource. Why can't we do the same here? Why do we allow Ghanaians to suffer? Sometimes you walk around town and you see people walking and they don't even know when their next meal is coming from. There is so much work that can be created for the youth of this nation. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, we are going to sleep. People are working in their country 24/7. Here, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, people are going to sleep. Because the leaders are not giving any direction. A country like Ghana should not be sleeping at 7, 8 o'clock. The moment there is darkness, we are going to sleep. What kind of who taught us that? That is old days. Countries don't sleep because it's night. We can run system 24/7. People go to sleep, others are working. People go to sleep, others are working. That's the kind of system we should build. A leader is supposed to give direction. A leader is supposed to give direction. And that is why we see a leader's responsibility to fix the nation. And how do you fix the nation? You fix the nation by directing people through rules, through laws, through regulations, how to live like human beings. Why is it that the same indisciplined person goes to another country and does not throw rubbish away, does not do whatever he or she likes? It's because the laws are working and the laws will catch up with you. And when you are caught, you cannot call anybody up there. You cannot call anybody up there. You cannot call anybody up there. So I am very grateful. I thank God for the youth of this country. They should keep it up. We cannot live our life like we are living in the jungle. Everybody is struggling to survive. We are supposed to live, not to struggle to survive. If you look at things critically, this country is breeding thieves. The country is breeding thieves, and the country is breeding prostitutes. 12 a.m. Go around, drive around, go to certain areas in Accra, and you'll be shocked. The country is breeding thieves and prostitutes. And now that the educated and the highly respected people have also joined the prostitution, they have named it slave queen. A slave queen is a decorated prostitute. It's so disgusting that they will be called prostitutes, so they have to find nice ways to polish. Slave queen may come from maybe a good, the word may come from a good, like the person who created that word or who coined that word may have good intention. But now, prostitutes call themselves slave queens because it's disgusting to be called a prostitute. Maybe, or they feel bad to be called prostitutes, so they hide behind slave queen. The country is breeding thieves and prostitutes. And the greatest thieves are not those who are stealing, pickpocketing. They are in the offices. Sometimes I wonder why the thieves are walking around and ordinary pickpockets are in prison. The thieves are walking around. Those who are stealing big in the country are all walking around. And we use the poor as scapegoats. They go and take a fowl, they go and take someone's, they cut somebody's plantain, they steal 1,000 cedis, and they are thrown into jail because there is no one to talk for them. And the people who are stealing millions are still in their offices, driving their cars around, making noise around, telling people that one brother, because they do not have houses, because they do not have the cars that they have. This country should change. Media has also become a big issue. The media should sit up. Now, if you want the truth, and if you want authentic information, sometimes it's better to go on social media to get your facts. Because the media is also hungry, and they have to dance to the tune of the politicians. And they are being rewarded all over for dancing to the tune of the politicians. This is totally unacceptable. The church is also part of the problem. The church is part of the problem. What training, what help are we giving to our members? We promise them a pie is coming from the sky. We promise them that something is coming from the sky. Pie in the sky messages, and people are waiting for God to bring that pie. Instead of we telling them to go and find something and do with their lives. Now for the church, I'm preparing a special message for the church, so I'm not going to talk much about the church now. But the church should also look at how to improve the welfare of their people, how to create jobs, should do programs. I know some churches are doing, I know Pentecost they do, I know some churches, ICGC, as I know some churches are doing, but most of the one-man business is pray, prophetic. No wonder most prophets are blacks. I'm yet to see a white prophet. I'm not saying they are not there. I know they may be there, but it's rare to see them. Or most of the prophets that are making noise and shouting all around are black prophets, sycophants. The day the Christian will understand the word of God, those false prophets will have no alternative but to take their hoe and go into the forest to farm. So the youth of this country, I'm very proud of you. But I also want to tell the leadership of the Fix the Country, they should work hard. They should put some paper together. They should find a way to organize themselves very well, very, very well, structure themselves very well. Because all the signs and all the indicators are clear that NDC and MPP, they have no solution for this nation. NDC, MPP, they have no solution. They've not made up their mind to do anything for this country. And we have to find solutions to the needs of this country. So I don't know if we can create a third force so that we can fix this country. I heard somebody saying something and I was very sad. He said he preferred to be a tree in UK or US than to be a human being in Africa. And I agree with the person, because trees and dogs and animals and pets are more comfortable in Europe, in the West, in the Americans and the European countries than human beings in Africa. 12 a.m. drive around Accra and you see where human beings are living. And go to the West and see where dogs, where pets are living, trees, where trees are living. We have carpenters, we have wood, we have metal, we have concrete, we have cement, we have everything that we need to make our country like any other country in the world. But we are in the jungle. You were full, dusty, dirt. They are driving their 4x4 cars in field. Efi. Children are learning under trees, and father who does not have money goes to borrow money, and instead of using the money to fix his children, he uses the money to buy a brand new car for himself. What kind of father is this? And the same father wants to be respected as a father. Be. It's just that the children cannot look into your face and tell you that, Father, there's something wrong with you. Children are learning under trees. I'm sad. Hey. Penny. So sad. I thank God for the fix the country people. We are not paying workers well. We are thinking about how to pay our wives. We are not thinking about teachers. We are not thinking about the thousands of people who do not have job. The thousands of people in this country who do not know where their next meal is coming from. We are not thinking about that. Ghanaians are slaving in every part of the world, and they are living well in their slavery. They are better than Ghanaians in their own country. thank the Fix the Country people with Damasepa for such a peaceful demonstration. I was hoping that the demonstration would be peaceful, because when you are hungry, sometimes you do all sorts of things. And with that leadership, I say, sometimes their words are very harsh. But I think that is the language our leadership understands. Let us not be proud of the mess that we are living in. Let us not be proud of the poor leadership we are enjoying in this country. A leader is supposed to give direction. A leader is supposed to give security for his people. And a leader is supposed to create prosperity for his people. A leader is supposed to give direction. A leader is supposed to give security of his people. And a leader is supposed to give prosperity for his people. Whether you are a leader in the home, whether you are a leader in the workplace, whether you are a leader in the church, whether you are a leader in the nation, these are your core mandates. Fix the country. Fix the country. We are very proud of you. We are very, very proud of you. We are very, very proud of you. Put your leadership in shape. Don't look for just any person to be a leader. Look for a visionary, someone who within the shortest time can put in place laws, make sure the laws of this land works. If we don't fix our country, when we loot money from this country and go say Dubai, say we are going to chill. And when go say Dubai some few years ago was a desert. Now they've been able to build such a wonderful place, and you go there and you say you are going to chill, and you feel proud that you are in Dubai. It's a leader who made Dubai Dubai. It is up to us to also make Ghana Ghana. Fix the country and the youth of this nation. We are proud of you. This is just the beginning. This is just knocking at the door of leadership. Let us put ourselves together and take over this country. Let us put ourselves together so that we'll build our country. Let us put ourselves together so that we'll build a country where everyone can get a job to do. I don't want to mention names in terms of leadership because I've been monitoring all the people who have been organizing this on social media, and I don't want any name to be left out, but kudos to the leadership of Fix the Country. Put yourself together and let's get rid of MPP and DC. They have nothing for us. They have nothing to offer us. It's a system that they have built to enrich themselves. As far as I'm concerned, there is no direction. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not not seeing any development plan, anything there. We are just living, I don't know whether we are living by chances or we are just living anyhow. But we need a leader who will push this country forward. And this is a big challenge to the fix the country leadership. Where are the wise men in this country? Where are the wise men in this country? Some time ago, someone asked this question, and I'm sure he was castigated. People started bombarding that person. But when you look around, this question keeps on coming. Where are the wise men of this country? Thank you. Bye.